Greetings to you and welcome to today's special video. I hope you are doing well. Today, I will actually be telling you, three reasons why the so called chosen ones, right, always get the most fight. I chose to use the expression the so called chosen ones because I believe that each and every one of us is chosen, all right? So there's nothing like many are called, but few are chosen. All right. We are all called and we are all chosen, you know, simply because we all have our unique gifts. All right. So we are all chosen for what? Different causes. All right. And together we make the difference. Right. You know, so that is it. We are all called and we are all what? Chosen. The real question is whether or not, you watching me, you are aware that you are chosen. That is where the real question really lies, right? But it's not a question of whether you are chosen or not. We are all called and we are all chosen, you know. So for those who are really aware that they are chosen, okay, they are the ones that I'm now referring to as what? The chosen ones. Though realistically, all of us are called and all of us are what chosen. So, what I was saying is, why is it that the chosen ones, right, those among us who are very much aware that we are chosen, why is it that uh, we often get the most fight, right? You know, at almost every stage of our life and in almost everything that we are doing. Why do we get the most fight? You are probably delivering beyond measure at your workplace. You are probably giving your best, right? But why isn't your manager satisfied with your performance? Why are you not giving, the recognition that you deserve for the great work that you put out? Why? Like you keep asking yourself, why? Like what am I doing wrong? You are probably overperforming compared to uh, your your counterparts. All right, yet you don't get your props for what you are doing. You don't get, your recognition. Your achievements are minimized. You are constantly bashed. You are discouraged. You are belittled when you really know this is not your potential. Like you are way, 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 way above. All right, but they try to put you down. Like you keep asking yourself, why? Like, why? And as a matter of fact, when you know you are chosen, you don't really even feel the need, all right? You don't really feel the need to get that recognition and or attention from people. You just okay, you are self-motivated, you know, you are goal driven and you just keep going regardless. But you keep asking yourself like why so much hate? Why so much pressure on me? Why can't people give you your flowers that you really deserve? So that is really the question that we will seek to answer today. Why is it that the so-called chosen ones are the ones that get the most fight? All right. So I think we'll start with reason number one. All right. So reason number one, you know, why the so-called chosen ones get the most fight, in my opinion, is simply the fact that they are doing something positive with their lives. All right. Chosen ones strive constantly to improve upon their finances. They undergo skill training, beyond, their job, right? They try to constantly undergo personal development. They try to seek knowledge, do some skill development, and they are industrials. They try to create, they try to develop, new ideas and put them into practice. They engineer, right? They exercise, they try to keep fit. They are careful about their diet. They are careful about, everything, their hygiene, their health, everything, their surroundings, their choice of friends, and everything. They constantly undergo what personal development. And that in itself is what, to me, the biggest threat, right, posed to, those who are also chosen, but unfortunately aren't aware that they are chosen. Because when you are chosen, you don't really, you no longer believe in the idea that, you know, the brighter another person's light shines, the dimmer your light is going to be. You no longer believe in that, you see, because you understand that you are shining in your own way, and this person is also shining in his or her own way, you see. But when you are not aware that you are chosen, what happens? So those who aren't aware, they abandon their gifts. They don't focus on how they can develop themselves. They they're just ignorant about their own potential, you see, and they end up, wallowing in what, envy, grudge, bitterness, toxicity, and many more, you see. So this is really what the problem is. So the fact that chosen ones, in other words, self-aware chosen ones, constantly strive to improve, right, upon all aspects of their lives, is the reason why they get the most fight. They get the most fight from, like I said, other chosen ones, because we are all chosen, but they get the most fight from other chosen ones who aren't aware that they are chosen. You see? So it's more or less like, in a neighborhood whereby you have like your house this way, all right? And you are a self-aware chosen one, and then those who are not aware that they are chosen, their house is this way. So your house is this way, their house is this way. All right. If you get a scenario. And instead of them trying to, level up so that they probably could even go higher than you, okay, what would they do? They would rather choose to, you know, break your house. All right. So they would level your house down so that their house may stand what tall. Unfortunately, this is what they try to do. And by doing that, they simply turn their focus from what their own gifts, and they are now concentrating on how somebody else is shining instead of focusing on what their own gifts. Now the question is it your fault that you are aware of the fact that you are chosen, you are exploiting your potentials, you are putting in the work, you are striving to improve, you are seeking knowledge? Is it your fault? Not at all. You see, they are the ones failing to put in the work. For that reason, should you stop? Should you stop pursuing what you want to pursue? Should you stop making the best out of your potentials, your gifts, your talents? No, just keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, they have the choice to either focus on, building themselves up or seeking to destroy others. You see? So just focus on your growth and beware of the non-aware, chosen ones who may try to come after you. So you have to protect yourself and, you know, keep away from them, but don't stop. You see? Now, what is the second reason why uh, the self-aware chosen ones get the most fight? The second reason, in my opinion, is what is for you to grow, right? You get the most fight just for you to grow. So, um, you know, without anybody challenging you, right, and pushing you to come out of your comfort zone and reach greater heights, you're most likely going to feel like, you know, you are okay. Meanwhile, and of course, you are probably definitely okay, but you could still do better. You could reach a higher potential. You could be of help to others that are probably in need if you are able to grow and exploit your potentials and reach higher heights. All right, so you are actually underperforming, and for you to be reminded, or for you to, yes, for you to be reminded that you are underperforming, you sometimes need the poking of the non-aware chosen ones, so that you will what you will level up. In other words, if you aren't doing anything, nobody's going to talk about you. If you aren't putting in any work, of course, sometimes you could put in negative work and then people will praise you. That's not what I'm talking about. Or people will talk about you. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you are really not doing, if you are really doing something positive and people are talking about you, it's because what you are doing, the positive thing that you are doing, is actually relevant and is actually great. So people would glorify, people will praise you, people will celebrate it, whilst others would actually what envy what you are doing, you see. But you should not take their envy as something, try to make the best out of it. Understand that it's just like, for instance, a wise way to exploit hate from other people is that whenever they try to pinpoint where you are not doing right, you simply improve upon it. As to whether they are genuinely doing it to help you improve or they are doing it out of envy, once they pinpoint that, that what you are doing is not that good, and you know for a fact that you could improve it, now when you work on improving it, it is to your advantage. You see, you don't really care about how they may come at you, how they may put it. That is not important. If really there is something to improve and you're able to improve it, then that is to your advantage, right? So that's what I have to say about the second point. Now, let's talk about the third reason, all right? Or what is the third reason why the so called chosen ones, people often come after them, all right? What is the third reason? The third reason, in my opinion, is simply because they keep it 100, all right? So if you are the type who always wants to say things just the way it is, right? You speak the truth. The truth teller is never loved. That is a fact. You see, if you are the type that, when somebody uh, offends you, you are willing to let this person understand, politely that I'm not really comfortable with what you did. If you could treat me better next time, people will hate you for just loving yourself enough to tell them how you would like to be treated. You know why? Because those people don't feel like, you deserve to be treated right. And they just take delight in dominating and walking over you so that they would feel, like I said, it all boils down to the fact that they just want to destroy your house so that their house may stand tall. All right, they are in competition with you. They are either low key or openly competing with you. Though you are probably not competing with them. You see, and that is why they resort to some of these things. So what do you do? All right, if you have people, constantly coming after you, meanwhile you haven't done anything to them, what should you do? All you have to do is to stay focused. All right, just focus on what you are doing. Don't really give a damn about their critics. If it's coming from a genuine place, if you feel like, or if there is something really relevant to improve, work on that. That is perfect. There's nothing wrong. You see, just work on it regardless of how their critics were presented to you. That is not relevant. Work on improving yourself. You see, but like I said, the fact that you keep it real, you say things the way it is, you wouldn't mind calling out people for their wrongdoings, not because you want to just embarrass them, expose and embarrass them, but you just want things to improve. All right, if you are part of a team, you wish to speak the truth, you wish to, you don't want to be corrupt. If you refuse to be corrupt, or do we say corrupted? All right, if you refuse to be corrupt, then you are going to be a victim of what? The corrupt, because the corrupt will try to attack you. You get it? So you still have to be yourself, stay true to yourself, and just be mindful, but keep what? Growing, and keep, being productive. Keep working on your goals. It is not just for you, it is for the service of what? Humanity, including those who are even attacking you. So never give up. Just keep going, you know. Anyway, hope you got some value from today's video. These are the three reasons why um, the self-aware chosen ones always get the most fight. Please let me know in the comment section what you think. All right. Please remember to subscribe and see you in the next one.